Hello friends, this is Santhanam from Officers IAS Academy, and in this video we are going to talk about Indus Script. So in one of those previous videos I have already talked about Indus Valley civilization and the question of who ruled over Indus Valley civilization. But in this video I would like to talk about this Indus Script, also known as Harappan Script, meaning the writing style. So that's what we are going to see here. Now, if you look at the Harappan script, it looks something like the picture that you see here. So, you notice that there are lots of different signs given here, and obviously we do not really understand what they mean. The historians, the epigraphists, everybody is trying to read through these scripts, but this script is still not deciphered. It is not yet deciphered, meaning we do not really know what it means. Now this Indus script, it is a very curious creation here. It is a curious creation here because understand that the Indus script or the Harappan script is the first script in India. It is the first form of writing in India. Before this, there was no aspect of writing. There is no concept of writing down anything in India. Even after this, for a period of the next several centuries, there was no concept of writing down. Concept of writing down was present with the Indus Valley people, and after that it came to be only much later, during the later Vedic period only, end of later Vedic period only, we have writing styles happening once again. So this Indus script, what does it mean and what do we know about the script? What we have assumed, what we should not assume, that is what we will talk about now. So first of all, where is the script found? We find this script primarily in the seals, Harappan seals. So in the seals we find the script being put. In many of those seals it is written. We also find the script on pots. Certain pots also we see the script. And some clay tablets, there also we find this script. So we think that because the script is found on day-to-day items like seals, pots, clay tablets, which is used by the common people, what we believe and what we assume is that, first of all, the people of Harappa, the common people of Indus Valley civilization, they were all literate, meaning they know how to read, write and speak. So that is the first conclusion that we have. Now if you look at the script by itself, the script, we call this script as a pictographic script. So what is a pictographic script? We will try to understand. See, there is different types of scripts. We call certain script as alphabetical script. For example, English has alphabetical script, where you have alphabets. Each alphabet simply makes a sound, one small sound, and together when you put all those sounds together, it makes sense, it makes a word. That is alphabetical script. Then the other type of script is what we call as syllabic script, where we have certain sounds, compound sounds, and those compound sounds, when they club together, they make sense. For example, water. The word water has two syllables, wa and ter. So these two syllables when combined, they make a sense, they make a meaningful word, water. So this is syllabic script, and then we have something called as pictographic script. This pictographic script, what does it mean? It means that the script itself, all the individual characteristic individual characters, those characters have their own meaning. They do not need any other script or any other character to make sense. Every character by itself has its own meaning. So that is pictographical script. So we believe that Harappan script is a pictographical script where each and every character standalone has its own meaning. But we have not deciphered what that meaning is. That is the problem here. Now we find the evidences of the script in so many different artifacts, in pots, seals, etc., in many places we see. And these Harappan writings, the way how they have written, we see that those writings are not very lengthy. It is not like an essay or something that they have written. Mesopotamian script, there they have written lengthy paragraphs of writings, that is there. Egyptians, there also there is a lot of writing. Harappan, not a lot of writing. There is not a lot of writing. There is in fact very minimal amount of writing that is seen. The longest sentence itself contains only 26 characters, not more than that. That is the longest. And these are found primarily in Harappan seals. The script, this Indus script or Harappan script is found primarily on the seals only. So, we believe that the script was used for sending a message, and that message was imbibed on the seals which were used for transportation of goods probably. That is one assumption that we have. But the question now is, what happened to that script later, or from where it came from? We do not really have a clear picture. Some people suggest that the script was probably derived from some form of Proto-Dravidian script, the Dravidian languages that spoken in the south of India. There is also another idea that this Harappan script is what we call as Proto-Sanskrit script. It is an Indo-European language from which other major languages in India have come up. So, these two theories are being put forth, but the problem is there is no clear evidence which indicates any of these two as correct. So, we do not really know from where the script came to be. We do not really know what happened to the script afterwards. Both these details we do not know. Now, there were some British historians back during the British days who said that Harappan script is a derivative of Mesopotamian script. So, if you remember, the Harappan civilization, it is here, Mesopotamian civilization is also here, very close by. It is in the northwestern part of India, this is in the Middle East, modern day Iraq, Syria, those regions. So, that is where Mesopotamia is. So, Mesopotamia is here, Harappan civilization is here. British historians say that it is from Mesopotamia that the script came to Harappa. So, this is one more theory with regards to the origin of Harappan script. But the problem with this theory is that this is not correct. It has been proven that it is not correct, because Mesopotamian script, it has been deciphered. We know the meaning of what each and every character is. So, Mesopotamian script is deciphered and we know what is written over there. If Harappan script is derived from Mesopotamian script, then there would be some similarities, right? There is absolutely no similarity here. There is no similarity. If there was similarity, we would have already deciphered Harappan civilization script, but that is not the case. We have not deciphered it. So, therefore, this concept, this theory of telling that Harappan script came from outside of India, from Mesopotamia specifically, that is not correct. That cannot be correct. Then what else do we know? How do we characterize the script? Well, we know certain things about this Harappan script. The first thing is that we can rule out foreign origin theories. There is no foreign origin. It didn't come from Mesopotamia, it didn't come from Egypt. It was something that was developed indigenously. Some people developed it from the Indian subcontinent itself. That is where it was developed. And apart from that, you should understand that there are a total of around 400 pictograph meaning individual characters. So, 400 characters they have identified. And finally, the one key information here is that the Harappan script is written from right to left. So, now when we start from the left hand side and we write towards the right hand side, and then when we finish, we come back to the next line, start once again at the left and then move towards the right. So, this is what we do now. But Harappan people, they started at the right and most side and started moving towards the left, and this is what the Harappan script is all about. So, we think that they wrote in the reverse direction of how we write English or any other Indian languages, probably in this direction. Of course, there are still languages which are written from right to left even today. For example, Arabic, it is still written that way, but apart from that, most of the languages that is spoken and written today, it is written from left to right only. Harappan script is in the opposite direction. So, we have not deciphered the script, but we are telling that it is written in the opposite direction. How do we know that? How do we say that? That's a $1,000,000 question. But then for that, historians give an explanation. When we start writing something, when you are writing something on your notebook, you will write starting from the left hand side and you will keep writing about that, writing whatever sentence that you are writing, and when you are reaching the end of the page, what happens? You will start cramming the words closer to each other. You will start cramming the words closer to each other because of lack of space. And when you don't have space, what you do? You try to write just below whatever that needs to be written on the right hand side end of the notebook. The Harappans did the exact opposite. They started from the right and they wrote in a very generous manner, and when they neared the end, when they neared the end of the passage, when they neared the end of the sentence, they started cramming letters here, and then when they didn't have space, they started writing the extra letters downside on the left hand side corner. So, this is how historians have deciphered the fact that Harappans wrote from right to left. So, this is what we know about the Harappan script. So, in this video, we looked at the different features of Harappan script, what we know through Harappan script, what we don't know about Harappan script, and certain unique special characteristic features of this script. So, with that, we conclude this video. See you again in the next video. Thank you.